what's going on, you guys? It's 3stacks, and it's really good to be with you guys again. I'm sorry I really can't see you, but I wish I could. I really wish I could meet half of you guys. You guys are awesome. You rock. I really appreciate you guys so much. So we just hit DNA today. I did not as good as I did last time. I got 7th place today. I'm not gonna show my heralds in this video. I'm gonna do another one. But I did want to just go over my evils, or we can call them Digivolves. It's a deck that I feel has kind of just like fallen out of favor. A lot of people just don't care for it anymore and don't see its potential and what it can do. This deck is really incredible, and it's very powerful, and it's just one of my favorite decks of all times. I love control decks. My playstyle is control. I like to stun, I like to negate, I like to prevent my opponent from doing what he has to do. Because at that point, you don't even have to make these explosive plays. You can just attack for damage, which is really fun. But without further ado, I want to show you guys my main deck. I'm running it the best that I currently can. And also, after playtesting this deck for 5 years, this is what I've come up with. We got triple Westside. Westside has always been my favorite Evil tile because he can make plays all by himself without the help from any other. This is your Gravekeeper Spy of the deck. And then I run a 2 Yugioh and 1 El Gennaro. Now, the thing is, you can run 3 Yugioh, but I prefer having the El Gennaro over the 3rd Yugioh simply because there are times when you draw into your EVOLSAURs, which they need to be in deck because you special summon them from your deck using the Evil tiles, and that's how you apply their effects. You have to evolve the reptiles into dinosaurs in order to use the effects and then go on to the dragons. It is fun. It is very fun, and it's just an accomplished feeling when you're able to make your plays the correct way, starting from these little baby guys into the beastie guys and then into the monsters that are crazy savages. So this guy allows you to shuffle an EVOLSAUR from your hand into your deck. You can also add an evil tile from your deck to your hand, and you can draw a card. But the order starts, of course, you draw a card and then do that. But it's insane because you evil force this guy, right? You're gonna get pluses. You're gonna draw a card. You're gonna replace one of your dinosaurs, one of these big guys, with one of these guys. So he is a Stratocyte card. He does search, and you get to draw. You already draw and search a card, and then you can special summon one of your EVOLSAURs from the deck. So this guy is just too good not to play. He's very powerful. If you guys are wondering where Lagasucho is, he's just not in this current build. I've tested many different variants of the deck, and I just feel like this is the best way I can possibly run it. You know, you guys are entitled to your opinion, and if there's a certain way you want to run the deck, I definitely do. I recommend that you just run the deck how you want. But that's it for my babies, my evil tiles. And then I'm running for my my big guys. Well, the medium-sized guys. 3 Volcano, the Wolf Bark, and 2 Serato. Diplo is not very good in this format, or I would be running him. But it's just the blind sniping for Metalfoes back row and Paleozoic traps. It does not help. Essentially, you're helping them and not yourself. So that's why I just like Serato over them, because he's 19. Even without the evolution effect applied to him, he's still a 19 body, which helps for vanities, lose 1 turn. Just, it helps you for your floodgates. You can keep the board unlocked and just poke for damage. And also, if he does get his effect applied, he comes out as a 2100 beater who also searches your evil tiles. So he's consistent. He is like El Gennaro, allowing you to add evil tiles. Volcano is my favorite one. He's the best playmaker. When he's special summoned by the effect of an evil tile, he basically, when you evolve into him, he can special a EVOLSAUR from your graveyard. And it's really broken when you can go Evil Force, your Yugioh, bring out 2 Volcanoes, and have 4 monsters that make Lagia Doka, or just double Lagia, and that secures your victory right there. And that's it for the monster count. It's very low, but the reason why it's very low is because we like to run Carter Demise to dig for more cards. So this is just very powerful, because if you look at it, it's kind of like you're running 3 more of the monsters because you draw into them faster with this, or it's 3 more of the traps that you need, or it's 3 more of the spells you need. Essentially, every time you play this card, you're drawing 3 cards, so it really is powerful. It helps a lot, and the setup is to go for this, and then search it, either draw into your Westlow, or if you already have Westlow, great, you could just set your Westlow. But this helps you to draw into Westlow or Diversity, which then allows you to just set your traps, pass turn, and you're stunned. Like your opponent's gonna be stunned from there, and it's really strong. I like it a lot. And then a double pot of duality. This is just here because we are running Carter Demise, and you want to see the Carter Demise and your first turn cards. It's impossible for this deck to special summon first turn unless you actually draw into Evil Force and an Evil Tile, which is a rare occasion. It does happen, but it doesn't happen enough. So that's why I'm running triple Demise and duality, so that my first turn can have a bit more I just so I can have a bit more resources to work with because your first turn does determine the entire game's outcome. So I like to have my first turns to be strong with those spells. And then for the evil engine, I'm running triple diversity and triple evil force. Now, if you draw into these, or if you just have these two in hand, this equals any rank 4 you want it to be. So it is very potent. And although we are running Pot of Duality and Card of Demise, you still have to max out on the Evil Force because you need to see it. It's not searchable by any means. So running it at 3 helps you draw into it faster. So it's really potent, and it's the nuts, it's the shenanigans. This and Yugioh is actually what made this deck popular during its debut. And when Evil Singularity came out, we were just like, wow. Well, Evil players, we were just like, wow, I can't believe this trap actually exists. And then a double MST to sum up the spells. You have to play it. It's more or less just for sniping the floodgates, or if they have one set, it's more than likely gonna be a strike or a warning. So just take care of that. But I am running Mistake in my main deck, so this can conflict with Mistake. But the reason why I'm still running 3 of this is because it's 3 extra Westlows, it's 3 extra Najashos. It really helps. So this bumps your evil tile count by 3 more. So you are running 5 evil swarms, but you have 6 evil tiles. I mean 9 evil tiles. So it helps a lot for your first turn setups. And then of course triple strike. I was fortunate enough to get some breakers of Shadow Prince. Because if you guys notice in all my videos, I've been running the mega packs because they're just cheaper. Well, they actually shot up in price, but they were cheaper when I bought them, so I was able to buy in bulk. I buy in bulk because I have a lot of decks and I need certain cards in every deck for them to be competitive. But I was fortunate enough to get 2 breakers of shadows not too long ago, and that gave me enough solemn strikes for another playset to put in this deck. And of course we have triple evil singularity. It's just the best trap in this deck. If you play this, you can negate anything. I'm not lying. You can bring out him, destroy all special summon monsters. You can bring out your Lagia. Lagia negates the pendulum summon if they pendulum summon for 5. Chain this, bring him out, negate all 5. All 5 of those monsters go to the graveyard, never seen again. You can go for him when they play a pendulum scale. Bring him out, negate the scale. If they activate Soul Charge, bring him out, negate the Soul Charge. Or even if they try to summon Totally Awesome, right? You can activate this, bring him out, and negate the summon of Totally Awesome. And Totally Awesome can't respond because he hasn't hit the field successfully. You can bring out Doka. This actually helps you against Totally Awesome as well because he'll try Standby Phase Effect, right? You can negate that. Then he tries to negate your effect, you can negate again. So Doka's powerful. But essentially, you play this, you can negate any monster effect, spell trap, and you can negate any summon. And it works for mass summons. That means if your opponent summons multiple monsters, even 5, you can negate the entire summon and clear the board. So Lakia is a huge threat. Like, he's essentially like Solemn Warning and Strike. It's just crazy. You have a lot of Solemn-like effects. Like, a lot of effects like the Solemn Traps because of the EVOLSAURs. No, I'm sorry, because of the EVOLSAURs. And 2 breakthrough. I think Doka is very important because he's in a lot of the artwork of the cards. And this is just like Doka's effect. And then I'm running 2 finishes. Unfortunately, I don't have enough secret rares. My secret rares are in my Satellarknight, so I'm just running the 2 super rares. It really is good. You need effect negation for this deck particularly because it's working with such little resources that a boss monster like ABC Buster Dragon can kill you. Just boss monsters in general, they're really hard to deal with because the EVOLSAURs can control the board, but their attack power is very low. And then 2 lose 1 turn. We are running a couple floodgates in this deck just because it's really good and you don't have a lot of monsters, so this is live a lot of the times. And it helps you just to control the field more. It's like this deck is really trolly and it's not fun to play against, I'll tell you that much. And a double mistake. So these are, I don't want them at 3 because I don't want to draw into too many at a time. So that's why I kind of like the cards that I want to see. That's why I play 3 diversity and 3 strike. Everything else, I don't want to draw multiples of. So these are just really clutch because having both of these on board, it's really hard for your opponent to just like push or even to get ahead of you an advantage. It slows them down a lot. And although I do search, this is worth it in the main deck, I promise you. Because what I do is just do my searching and then play Mistake. And once I have Mistake active, I don't need to search anymore anyways because I already have control of the board. And then 2 Drowning. These could be any Mirror Force, but I've been playing this deck for over 5 years now. And the thing is, with every build I've tried out, I haven't opened with a monster all the time. In fact, I open with no monsters a lot of times. So I like having Drowning because it's always live and active. And the cool thing is, if you're able to go into your Lakia, you still have that safeguard play in case they actually get rid of Lakia. You can still drowning them. And Solemn Warning, Bottomless Trap Hole, Torrential, and Vanities. Now Vanities is just here to be another floodgate. You got your lose on turn, your mistakes, your vanities. And Card of Demise and Pot of Duality help you get into your floodgates more. This deck is, the trap lineup is quite similar to how Yosinju's are when Yosinju's were in their prime. And for extra deck, I kind of got to organize this. We're running Double Soda. He is a boss. He's at 2600. He can be destroyed by card effects while he has material. And when monsters are special summoned, he can destroy all of them. So he's kind of like Scarlight, Red Dragon, Archfiend. And then we've got a triple of the Solemn Judgment, you can say. And 3 Solemn Strikes. It's just really, really broken how these guys can negate anything on field. It's incredible. And I am running 1 King of the Pharaoh Imps because he searches your evil tiles. Kergorgon, all of the Paleozoics target. Cosmos target. And I've had a problem with Cosmo artifacts in the past. ABC Buster Dragon targets. Mithrilium targets. Too much stuff is targeting. It's going to be live a lot of times. Rhapsody and Berserk, because all my dragons are, the maximum attack is 26, so you need to equip him to that guy, make him 35 or 36 or even 38, so you can beat over Blue Eyes and stuff like that. And Silent Honor Arc, Dweller, I do need to replace him with Castell, but I don't have an extra Castell to lend to this deck. And I don't like to like borrow cards from my deck and put them in. Like, I like for all my decks to have the cards that they need, so I'm going to have to get another Castell, and I may replace him or another card for the Castell. And the Rafflesia, she only has 1 target, which is the Bottomless. And the Emerald. This print, I'm not sure what rarity he's called. I don't know if it's DT. Oh, that's Battle Pack. But I like that Shatter Foil, the Star Foil rare. And he actually is worth a lot more than the gold rare that goes to Emerald, which I was surprised because I had this card for so long. But you play him because you run out of juice. You special so many EVOLSAURs from deck that you just run out of targets for your evil tiles. So you play him and recycle your volcanoes, and your volcanoes can just keep making you plays. So you have to run them. And that's it for now, you guys. I love this deck so much, and I kind of wanted to do a rogue deck for you guys because they're fun. They're really fun, and their potential is just untapped. They're a raw deck. And the evil tiles, or the EVOLSAURs or Digivolves in particular, are a deck that is still a threat to any meta. It's just the fact that they can negate anything they control. And that's my favorite playstyle. I appreciate you guys so much for tuning into this. God bless you. Be safe. Have a very blessed day. And stay tuned. In a little bit, I'm going to go over my Hero Perfection deck. I actually upgraded it once again. I'm always working on it. You already know. That's one of my projects. So I'm going to show you guys that. And I took it today. Unfortunately, I got 7th place. Last time I got 2nd place. Time before that, I got 4th place. So I didn't do as good as I wanted to today. But nonetheless, I did a good job. And stay tuned for that, you guys. I'll bring it to you very soon. Be safe.